Every time we hear news about someone joining an international or even a national competition, we expect that that certain person does well and makes a name for themselves. However, in Indonesia, reality doesn't always go where we hoped it to. Even after decades that have passed and improving our education, we are still yet to make a name for ourselves through those competitions. With this in mind, what exactly can we do in order to change those results? My name is Naufal Anugerah Mahardika. I am from Thursina International Islamic Boarding School, and I'm standing here to answer that exact question. Education is known as the most fundamental stage in life of every single human being. It is a way to prove as well as determine someone's future. It is also a way for students to prepare themselves for adulthood. In our country, Indonesia, schools are divided into two types. One is ruled by the government and another by private sectors. Because of this, there is an imbalance in the system and results of those competitions, as well as many more tests. Because some private sectors own certain privileges that those which are ruled by the government don't. This is also proved in 2018 of the PISA competition. In 2018, we ranked 73rd in mathematics, 74th in reading, 71st in science, out of how many countries, ladies and gentlemen? 100? 90? Maybe around 100 more? No. Ladies and gentlemen, the countries that were assessed are only 79. I repeat, 79 assessed countries. And we ranked 7 from the bottom out of 79 assessed countries. Will we really accept these results? Do you really think we still should not change our educational system? In 2018 as well, a person known as Andrew Rossers analyzed Indonesia's educational system work. And we're letting a foreigner analyze our educational system work? Are you kidding me? No. In this analysis, it is titled Beyond Access, Making Indonesia's Educational System Work. Making Indonesia's educational system work. Are you really telling me that after years of talking, years after basically talking with all countries around the world and people of Indonesia, our educational system doesn't work the way it's supposed to? He also quoted that Indonesia's biggest challenge regarding education is not improving its access, rather improving its quality. He also mentioned that many Indonesian teachers as well as lecturers are limited by the system. Because of this, many teachers are not fully showing their potential, as well as improving themselves, making the quality of the education lower and lower by year. In this analysis as well, he concluded that Indonesia has made drastic improvement on its educational access. But at the end of the day, better educational access doesn't necessarily mean better educational quality. This is also seen in the PISA competition, not only in 2018, but also from the year 2000. In the year 2000, our lowest PISA score is 367. By 2009, 9 years later, our lowest is 371. By the year 2012, our lowest was only 375. And some people might start thinking, oh, why do you keep mentioning the lowest? Why aren't you mentioning the highest? Or maybe, why aren't you only mentioning our worst scores in PISA. However, ladies and gentlemen, my point is that after 12 years of education, 12 years of difference, 12 years of improvement, the difference between those 12 years of PISA are only 8 score. I repeat, 8. Are we really going to accept that 12 years of education and the only difference we had is only 8? Some people might think that, okay, maybe you're right, but the factor aren't only the teachers. There are also many more factors, such as poor management, low spendings on education, as well as politics and power. Then people might ask me, and maybe people might think, so what is the solution? I strongly believe that the solution would be setting another country's educational system as an example to create a better one. For example, let us use the Finland educational system. The Finland educational system starts its education in childhood, where they are taught about health as well as opportunities to learn. In those times, students are taught 9 years of basics, compared to Indonesia, which are 6 years. Basically, students in Finland understand and master the basics more than students in Indonesia. Aside from that, the Finnish educational system also helps its students. By what? It is by giving them opportunities to join other universities higher, as well as having the requirements for its teachers way higher than Indonesia. For your information, the Finnish educational system, their requirement for a teacher, even teaching students who are in primary, are in PhD, are teachers who have had their PhD. Meanwhile, Indonesia, the only requirement for teachers are a bachelor's degree. How can you not expect that in our own country only ranked that much and that low in PISA? With this conclusion, I believe that Indonesia are in dire need of changing its education system. Why? So it doesn't hinder students who are actually wanting to learn and make a name for our country, as well as further hindering the development of our own country. That is all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.